Hey, what's up guys, it's Faisal here. Welcome back to Driving Site, where I bring you the latest updates and tips on road safety awareness every week. And in this video I'll be covering what is the sequence of the traffic light and what do all the colors mean and how you should approach a traffic light in UK. It's coming up. Hey, if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing so you don't miss out on the future content. Now let's look at what is the traffic light sequence. We're going to start with red. Now please remember, this is a traffic light sequence at a junction, so we're talking about crossroads or roundabout. It's not a pedestrian crossing, so please don't get confused with pedestrian crossings lights and traffic lights at a junction. Today we're talking about a traffic light at a junction. So we're going to start with red. So the first color is red, and then the next color is red and amber together, and then it moves on to green, and then after that it goes to amber on its own, and then it goes back to red. So we got red, red and amber, green, amber, and then it goes back to red. That's the sequence of the traffic light in UK at a junction. So let's look at what do they mean. Now I'm not going to confuse you with what drivers tell me. They tell me all sorts of things what these colors mean. So the best thing to do is just follow the highway code. Highway code tells us that red means stop. Now where do we stop? We must stop behind the stop line. So just before the white line we must stop. So that's what red means. Red and amber also means stop. Again, you stop behind the stop line and don't go through until the green light shows. Okay, so also red and amber means stop. Now you have the green. Green means only go if your way is clear. So if the way is clear, then you proceed with caution. Just make sure that you're giving way to any pedestrians or anyone else just crossing in front of you. So green means only go if your way is clear. Amber means stop. Stop again behind the white line, and just behind the white line you stop. Amber on its own means stop. Now the only times that you can get through is if you have already crossed the stop line, you've passed the stop line, and now you're already in the middle of the junction. Then the best thing to do is keep going. So in that case you carry on going. And also if you are so close to the stop line and now there is drivers behind you, and if you have to stop now, you're going to cause an accident. It may cause an accident, so therefore you carry on going. So therefore amber means stop, but only if you've crossed it you carry on, and if you're going to cause an accident then you continue as well. So we now know what the sequence of the traffic light is and what they mean. Now let's look at how you should approach a traffic light. Now there are so many reasons why drivers get caught for jumping a red light, and one of the reasons is that they are not anticipating the light changing in front of them. So they're not expecting the green light to go into red for them, so they are speeding up. And that's where the problem starts. Once you start speeding up towards the green light, the driver behind you starts speeding up, and the one behind that speeds up. And this is where it gets really complicated. If you get very close to the traffic light and the light goes to amber, you can't stop because you have drivers behind you driving too close. So therefore you're going to end up in going into a crash. Other people are going to just crash into the back of you, right? So therefore the problem has begun on the green light. A lot of drivers think actually the problem is on the amber light. I think the problem has begun on the green light, because if you speed up, everybody is speeding up behind you. So therefore we should not make that as an approach coming towards a green light. And then we have to stop safely at a traffic light. So it's very important to stop at the traffic lights and only go through if the light is green and if the way is clear. Okay, that's when we should be really going through. Sometimes drivers come and they say to me, look, Faisal, it was late at night, there was nobody around, so what's the big deal if I just went 1 second into a traffic light junction? Now that 1 second could be different to different people. Most people get away with it, nothing happens. Some people get themselves caught out front of a red camera light, and some people just go into a crash. So the consequences is different. Now remember that sometimes traffic light rules may seem unnecessary or stupid because we don't actually get ourselves involved in a crash every day or see negative consequences. But please do remember, the people who set the rules The people who design a layout of a traffic light with cameras and sensors and all the markings, they do have other things to look into before they can decide how they're gonna set out a traffic light. Now please be careful, because traffic lights that has a camera, it's actually a dangerous location, and it's one of those junction where KSI have been taking place. People have been killed or seriously injured. So people who design, they are looking at stats, figures, evidence before they go out to set those cameras. 3 KSI have been taking place within 36 months, so therefore it's a very dangerous location. Every day we have people ignoring the red light and going through, and injuries are taking place. In 2016 we've had over 1,742 people being injured. 258 of them were seriously injured, and 14 people have died at a traffic light where the driver has ignored the red light. So we should only be going through a green light if the way is clear. Okay, so we don't have to do too much to actually keep ourselves safe and legal. It's only a slight adjustment in the way we approach a green light. So please try to anticipate the green light changing in front of you instead of trying to beat that light. Okay, all you have to do is, because you're coming towards a hazard, green light or a junction is a hazard. Now make sure you check your mirrors, check your rear view mirrors to understand what's happening behind you. If there are drivers driving too close behind you, make sure you take control, make sure you become assertive. Show them your brake lights and get their attention, because they might not be looking at the traffic light. They probably want to get through as well as yourself. So get their attention, slow them down if you have to, and naturally what happens when you start to slow down, when you show your brake light, the driver behind you starts slowing down, and the one behind that will slow down too. So now you are in total control. If the light changes to amber and goes to red, you can stop safely at that junction and not get yourself caught out in a crash or risk any points and fines, because I'm seeing a lot of drivers jumping red lights, and this is a common approach because they're not anticipating the light changing in front of them. So please just change that approach coming towards a green light. Okay, now a question of the day for you: how do you generally approach a green light? Comment down below and let me know, how do you approach it? Do you approach with caution and anticipate the light's going to change in front of you, or you approach by thinking you can actually beat that light and you can get through on that green light? So please comment down below just to find out how you actually approach a green light. Now hey, if you got some value out of this video, please give me the thumbs up and don't forget to share it. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to turn the notification on. Okay, until next week, use the road safely. Thank you for watching this video. Bye for now.